Sunday and it is snowing. Why don't you see how much it's snowing, bud? Thomas is gonna help me. We're gonna get rid of this bedding, which is the fall bedding, which I talked about yesterday. Then we're gonna do some laundry. And we're going to put on the Christmas bedding. Wild and crazy. A great morning. I had to wake this guy. He slept so well. And then I made myself a nice cooked breakfast. And then I had a bath. Nice leisurely Sunday. Now we'll do some laundry. No? You say no a lot. First this, then we'll go for a car ride later. Yes. Noah? We'll do the laundry, okay? We're gonna strip the beds. Yes. This is 12. Everything's no, right? No. Like I was saying, this is the first year I ever got like fall bedding. It's basically just, I got a brown duvet cover and pillows. And I really liked it. Honestly, any excuse for joy is what we say, right? So we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it nice and Christmassy. Okay, I put on some of those new socks I got yesterday, and these ones say, "You're doing great." Just a little positivity on my socks. Maybe I can't wear these in film. There we go. I just had a nice like Animal Crossing Gilmore Girls break. Finally finished watching the entire series. Not for the first time. I just hadn't watched it in years. And so now I'm gonna watch the Netflix reboot, which we all know how I feel about that, but I just feel like I need to. I only ever watched it once when it first came out. So we'll see if watching it again I have any better opinion of it. But now I'm gonna take time to, why isn't this turning on? Hold on, there we go. Whew. I'm gonna take time to edit what will be today's video, but yesterday's video for you. And I'm gonna do it on my walking pad, which let me just show you. This is the little setup at the moment. The unicorn very kindly gifted me one of his massive gaming screens, like chef's kiss. I love it so much. And he took my smaller monitor. So we have this, and then this. So I am going to just walk on it very slowly in my socked feet. Where are we here? I'm just gonna walk at a 2-speed. I told myself, usually I will put runners on and shorts and actually hoof a little bit, but I told myself that I would walk while I edited Vlogmas this year. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this camera off so I can take the memory card out and start editing. We edited, took a break, did a 30-minute walk on the walking pad, left, went out, got a new extendable snow brush for my car because I can't seem to find my other one, and we got quite a bit of snow this morning. It's already gone, like it's 4 degrees, it's all melted, but it made me realize like I need a brush for the car. 10 out of 10 recommend the extendable ones. Some salt for the steps, you know, the things, very Canadian things. And came back, put the groceries away, kind of like tidied the pantry, and then realized I probably should have shown you that. But I do that like once a week, so I'll try and remember to show you. Like on the weekend, I like to do the laundry, clean the pantry, clean the fridge, like do a little bit of prep, which basically just means like cut up some carrots, some celeries. I'm still not in a meal prep era. I'm not back to like doing recipes or anything yet. I'd stopped while I was in school. Anyway, came back up to my office. Vlog is edited. I'm watching it export. It's almost done exporting. And while that does that, I thought I would chat about a few of the nonfiction books that I really liked this year that I read. Spoiler alert, of course, they're going to be related to mental health and being a counselor, but they are some that I think lots of people could get a lot of value from depending on what you're going through, or you might be able to suggest these to some people in your life. This one is by Dr. Gabor Mate, When the Body Says No, The Hidden Cause of Stress. He released a book, I think it was this year, of a different title, but this one I really like and I cannot recommend it enough. The back says, can a person literally die of loneliness? Is there a connection between the ability to express emotions and Alzheimer's? Is there such a thing as a cancer personality? It's a book that is accessible, like it's not just science jargon, it's readable. I actually listened to it and then bought a copy to put in my library. I might actually take it into the office for clients to borrow if they would like. It promotes learning and healing, providing transformative insights into how illness can be the body's way of saying no to what the mind cannot or will not acknowledge. So we've talked about this in the marathon for years, that like if we ignore our emotions and our feelings, our body is going to tell us. Like, we can't just suppress them. They're gonna yell at us in other ways, whether it's disease, whether it's cancer, heart disease, you know, we break out, we have chronic pain, a lot of things go into those. I'm not just saying it's because we're suppressing our emotions, but that can be a major factor into actual illness, and this is chock full of science and explanations on that. And I just found it really interesting, and like another great example of like how our bodies and our minds are connected. I'm sure you're loving Thomas as a parrot over my shoulder. Anyway, I will link all of these down below. If you find reading books like this too difficult, I really recommend listening to them. You can get the Libby app, which is the library app, or I think it's Overdrive in the States. You can get a library card and then you can borrow them for free and listen to books so you don't have to pay for them. It's just so interesting to me, like stress, hormones, repression, and cancer, like the biology of loss. Anyway, it's really good. I think, to me, it just serves as a great reminder of like, it's all connected and we really need to take care of our minds and as well as our bodies. Okay, this book blew my mind wide open. It's by Dr. Richard Schwartz. It's called No Bad Parts: Healing Trauma and Restoring Wholeness with the Internal Family Systems Model. I'd never heard of IFS, and like, you as a counselor can be fully trained in that type of therapy. This is what the back says. It says, is there some part of yourself you wish would go away? Most of us would say yes, whether we call it addiction, inner critic, monkey mind, neurosis, sinfulness, bad habits, etc. Yet what if there was a different way to approach these aspects of yourself that leads to true healing instead of a constant inner struggle? And it talks about like internal family systems, so like the families within yourself and how you can overcome things and like compartmentalize them and really break them down. Again, I listened to this book and then I bought it as well. Yeah, it's like, I mean, the introduction is from Alanis Morissette. She's a big proponent of IFS, and it basically helps us break down like the different parts of our brain that have come. Thomas is very interested, obviously. It basically goes it basically talks about parts of us that can go back as like early as our childhood and how we can kind of like rewire it and rewrite our stories and our inner systems. Can't recommend this enough. Okay, and then talking about like our childhood, this is one of the, actually wait, I'm gonna tell you that one at the end. Okay, this one I would recommend to anyone who can relate to this. It's called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents: How to Heal from Distant, Rejecting, or Self-Involved Parents. If it was your parent difficult, immature, or emotionally unavailable, you may have lingering feelings of anger, loneliness, betrayal, or abandonment. You may recall your childhood as a time when your emotional needs weren't met, when your feelings were dismissed, or when you took on adult levels of responsibility in an effort to compensate for your parents' behavior. This book will help you so much if you fall into any of those categories. I have shared this with so many people and it has helped them immensely. Like it breaks down the different kinds of emotionally immature parents, what it's like to internalize that, how to avoid getting hooked by an emotionally immature parent, how it feels to live free of that, and then how to be an emotionally mature parent. Write in it, highlight it, tell your friends, tell your siblings if you could relate to this. There is no shame in wanting to heal from how you were raised. In fact, I think it's very brave and imperative. Well, I got a little foot. You want a foot massage? Okay, we're gonna pause this little lesson while I just quickly hit export. This is what a multitasking mom looks like. Here we go. I'll just see some cute T-bone. What are you doing? Under a fuzzy blanket? Hello. Hi, handsome. You bored? No car ride, buddy. And we got about an hour till dinner. Half an hour. Okay. This is one of the best books I read this year. Fiction, non-fiction, related to school, nothing. This, like, if you only read one of these books, please make it this one. It's called Emotional Inheritance. Okay. We know about, well, many of us know about intergenerational trauma, especially when it comes to Indigenous communities, and how trauma can be passed down as many as 7 generations. So like, say for example, your parent was in a war, your grandparent or your great-grandparent, and you're multiple generations later. If they didn't deal with that trauma, it can be trapped and it can be carried down to you. And this can be super helpful to help us understand why we have different mental health stuff like anxiety, depression, why certain things trigger us. It could have literally nothing to do with you, your parents, your grandparents. It could be even further down. We inherit some of our like traumas, and then until we break the cycle, they continue to be passed down. It says a therapist, her patients, and the legacy of trauma. I know these are all super heavy, but like love this kind of stuff, and I know many of you do too. So it says it's about family secrets that keep us from living to our full potential, create gaps between what we want for ourselves, what we're able to have, and haunt us like ghosts. Sorry, and it's by Dr. Galit Atlas. Dr. Atlas entwines the stories of her patients, her own stories, and decades of research to help us identify the links between our life struggles and the emotional inheritance we all carry. For it is only by following the traces these ghosts leave that we can truly change our destiny. And again, it's written in a really palatable way. She talks about her patients, like I said, and her story as well. She's an immigrant. She lives in America. She talks about, like, there's a part about grandparents, your parents, and then how to break the cycle. This is one of the best books I have read on understanding trauma and mental health and how to help ourselves. Okay. Little interlude. I will share more of the books that I loved this year. I've read almost 100 books for pleasure. Those I would include reading for pleasure because, like, I love that kind of stuff, but we'll pepper them throughout Vlogmas because there's just so many good ones. Okay, me, Oprah, and T-Bone. The vlog has 10 minutes left before it's ready, so I'm gonna get the thumb in there, the thumbnail, all the things, and then you're probably gonna wanna eat some supper. Looks right up. Hello. Just being cute. Hello. Hello. Hi, son. Got a nice little marathoner tote behind you. So here's the before, the fall bedding, and then we go like this. Ta-da! I love it. It's very soft now that it's been washed, and it's cotton, so you know we would use a warmer bottom sheet, like a flannel bottom sheet. Oh, it's nice. I love it. I think it's Christmassy, but also like wintry, which is what I was going for. Love it. And then also a little Christmas tree. And yes, we have lights under the bed that change color. Yes, we do. So cute. And I love, oh, look at that reflection. Oh, look. Love it.